Hi there, it's Charly Caldwell here, founder of the Life and Business Success Group. And one of the things I recently was able to do was play a part in this book, I'm Having It. And went through and I wrote a chapter for it, along with, I think there's about 15 other authors. And we went through and we each wrote a chapter about what that pivotal shift was in our life that took us to the next level. So in this show, what I want to do is go through and just read the first clip of this, and I might challenge you at the end too. I hope you enjoy this because it was so much fun writing this. The story that I tell in the beginning was really hard to recap and bring back because it was a really hefty time in my life. But I hope you enjoy this, and my goal for you is just take one thing away, one thing that you could do to go through in life and really crush it. So let's go ahead and start, shall we? All right, so this is chapter 3 in the book, I'm Having It. A huge thanks to Erica for bringing us all together to create this amazing book. If you want it, it's available at Amazon. You can search for I'm Having It by Erica Glessing. She's the editor. Or I'll link to it below this video as well. So here we go. The 4 Steps to Living Your Dream Life by Charly Caldwell II. There I was, curled up like a baby, laying on the floor of our darkest room in our stone house in Howell, Michigan. It was May of 1995, and the pain was the worst I'd ever experienced. 5 auras in a row, each followed by another level of soreness in my head and a feeling of sickness throughout my body. You see, for many migraine sufferers, their journey begins with what's called an aura. For me, it all starts with having what looks like a speck of fuzz directly in my line of vision. The fuzz continues to grow, and within 30 minutes, almost half of my field of vision is nothing but a blur. During the aura, aside from not being able to see, I feel no pain. All in a second, usually around the 45-minute mark, my vision returns and then the pain kicks in. This episode marked the beginning of my first, and hopefully last, nervous breakdown. My nervous breakdown lasted a very scary and painful 3 days. I thought, why in the world would a 24-year-old who's blessed enough to be living his dream by helping people use the power of today's technology, while having the honor of being the young Vice President and General Manager of Total System Support, a fast-growing IT company, be having a nervous breakdown? The answer I discovered later was simple. It was my time to grow, to start a new, very powerful chapter in my life. My body, mind, and soul knew it. But it was way out of my comfort zone, and it was one of the biggest risks I'd ever take. Within a month, my wife and I would literally put everything we had, and more, on the line and start our very own internet service provider business in our home. Our business would be the first to bring local, no more long-distance phone charges, woohoo, live internet access to our community, and literally change the lives of thousands. Mostly for the better, some not so much. Within 5 years, our internet service provider business had an amazing team of 15 people. We served over 10,000 family and business accounts. We had an internet services store, literally a storefront in the middle of downtown Howell, where you could sign up for internet access, take classes, buy a book that told you how to use the internet, and build a website with our team. You could even buy a computer or even have your computer serviced in what we called our text stations, which was a true novelty of the time. Our most popular service, though, was the Howell Webcam, which was a video camera focused on the main intersection in downtown that beamed an updated photo of the main 4 to the internet every minute. We had people show their newborn baby to family around the world through it. Others mooned it, flashed it, and even one drunkenly tried to beat it up through the glass in front of the camera. Being a lover of rock and roll, 3 of my personal highlights from those 5 years were hosting the rock group Kiss's website, their very first one, kissonline.net, programming the enhanced menu for Kiss's Psycho Circus CD, and finally hosting, serving, and supporting Sebastian Bach, the voice, the original voice of the rock group Skid Row, his website, sebastianbach.com. I still help with him today. On October 10th, 2000, we had an incredible fortune of having our business acquired by a huge company from Chicago, and we were told, your work is done here, go enjoy yourselves. Yes, I was 29 years old, essentially retired, and you would think at the very moment in time I had it all. Truth be told, I was the furthest from having all that I'd ever been. Financially, yeah, it felt like it. However, in every other way, not so much. In the last few years of building that incredible business, I averaged 4 to 6 hours of sleep per night, drank 4 to 12 20-ounce Mountain Dews every day, ate primarily junk food as fast as possible whenever I had a quick second. A typical lunch meant consuming an entire large Papa John's pizza, 2-liter Mountain Dew, and 6 to 7 breadsticks, usually within 20 minutes. And I didn't exercise at all, simply climbing the short 14 stairs from our basement, we called it the dungeon, as in our building, was where the support staff in my office was a lot of work. The culmination of those habits resulted in me gaining almost 60 pounds in 5 years, nearly destroying my body, killing my self-image, and putting me at a morbidly obese weight of near 270 pounds. Through 1999, my wife and I worked literally 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, and were generally able to keep Sundays to ourselves. In 1999 and 2000, though, Sundays went from our day to a catch-up day from the extra heavy growth we continue to experience. A good problem to have, right? It was during those years that I lost connection with who I was, what I was about, and completely lost my vision for the future. I felt like a reactionary machine simply responding to hundreds of requests per day. In the rare instances where I had time to reflect, I slept. The worst part of all this to me was the relationship with my wife had reached lows I had never dreamed were possible. I vividly remember hearing her say the dreaded D word, divorce, for the first time, relating to something we should do in 1998. I felt devastated, like things were spiraling out of control. My wife and I did end up getting divorced at the beginning of 2006, after having 2 wonderful girls in 2002 and 2004. We still remain good friends today. At the very same time, in the beginning of 2006, I made a powerful decision to live a life of experiences, not stuff, and literally got rid of 90% of my things. Thank you to Tim Ferriss for opening my eyes to this possibility in his amazing book, The 4-Hour Workweek. I've lived a life of experiences, not stuff, ever since. In 2006 and 2007, now that my mental dashboard was cleared from the endless cycle of acquiring, using, and maintaining stuff, I dug deeper to continue to work on being the best I could be personally. My first step was to set up a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, working to stop the ups and downs I'd experienced in terms of my weight, my energy, and even my outlook on life itself over the previous years. It always amused me that when I was on the right track with weight and energy, I generally had a very positive outlook on life too. Thinking through those times, I created some of the most positive and powerful relationships then too. I also noticed the opposite seemed to hold true as well. On June 30th, 2008, on the last day of our annual summer family vacation in the very cozy basement of my dad's and stepmom's gorgeous North Atlanta home, I sat looking at my almost finished Coke can in my hand. I also looked down at my, once again, growing waistline from letting loose on my mindset, exercise, and eating routines during the 12-day vacation. I said, damn it, this starts and ends with me. This will be my last Coke or soda of any kind that I will ever drink, and I've got to get this right. Over 7 years later, I still haven't had a Coke or soda since that day. However, little did I know then, it would take me another 4 years to get it right. Throughout the rest of 2008 and into 2012, I tried many ways and failed to consistently dial in my energy and weight while continuing to master having a more positive mindset each day. It wasn't until February of 2012, when I was 2 months into my latest efforts to get this right, that I finally discovered what I was missing. Through my new, at the time, fascination of understanding what the highest performing people in our world do to continually grow and maintain their focus, energy, mindset, and contribution in life, these were the 2 crucial ingredients I missed. First, connecting my goals to my life purpose, specifically defining explicitly who I wanted to be as a person, a dad, husband, entrepreneur, and contributor to the world, today, tomorrow, and in the future, and making those things my something worth fighting for, or living, or loving, if you don't like the word fighting. Second, my beliefs are everything. Realizing that so much of what I believed about myself, my self-imposed limitations, were actually harming me from being the person I knew I could be. I was able to see how each of my previous efforts were sabotaged by the one and only me each time. So I'm going to go ahead and end here, and I really want you to think about this. If it took me 15 years to get to that level to understand those 2 crucial distinctions, how has that shown up for you? You know, when you think about your life purpose, the reason you're on this beautiful planet of ours, what is it? Do you have it clearly defined? Do you share it with others? If you don't, my challenge to you is to go ahead and do that. Just get out your journal, write down, you know what? What's the best use of me on this planet? Am I living into it? And what have I done historically that I've really enjoyed? From the contribution perspective, meaning you're helping people without getting compensated for it, or from the mission perspective, where you're going through and helping the world some way, either improve people's lives or grow their business, and you're getting compensated for it. Think through that. It's really, really powerful. Second, what are your beliefs? Any beliefs that are holding you back? Any negative beliefs that keep coming up for you that are like, you know what, can't do that, don't have enough time, those kinds of things? Be careful about those. Think through those, and then think of positive beliefs that you can counteract those negative beliefs with. So I'll continue reading in our next session, but for now, I hope you really enjoyed this. It's been so much fun being a part of this. We did reach #1 in the energy healing section in Amazon, I found out, which is amazing. A lot of people really love the material it's in. I'm having it. So from here on out, you know I'm here to help you improve your life, grow your business, authentically, purposefully today. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.